Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sam and the channel is Be Positive Sam, and thank you so much for joining me. It's really much appreciated. It really is. So this video is going to be about slimming. Not actually about Slimming World. It's going to be about slimming and mindfulness and things like that. But I don't know if you have the same problem as me, is that you do really well all day, or at certain times of the day you go in the front room or wherever and you sit down, the telly goes on and you're like, I need to go and eat a snack. You really don't need to go and eat a snack, but your brain is telling you you need a snack. You need a packet of crisps. You need a biscuit. And you've just probably eaten dinner, but the brain is going, you need to do this. So we then go, in group, we discuss things like, so what can we do about stopping it? Now, some people say, clean your teeth. Some people say, go and have a bath. I used to do jigsaw puzzles. There's only so much of jigsaw puzzles you can do. But the idea is that you do something to take your mind off of your brain concentrating that you need this snack. So by doing a jigsaw puzzle, for example, you're then concentrating on the pieces, and then before you realise it, apart from having a stiff neck, you've realised that, oh, hold on a minute, it's 10 o'clock, I can't really go and have anything to eat. And that's my theory anyway. So today's video, there's something that I used to do many years ago now, when I was a teenager, and I can't believe it's now a thing. I didn't realise there was a name to it. Apparently it's called Neurographic Art. So before you switch off, this art, believe me, anybody can do. Absolutely anybody. You do not have to be able to draw. You do not have to be able to paint. All you need really is a pen and a bit of paper. Now, it could be a bit of paper like this. This is just from an aperture card. It could be a proper pad. That's a watercolour pad. It could be a piece of paper, a pad by the phone. But as long as it's got plain paper, it could be anything. This one here, this is a heart-shaped pad. As long as it's plain paper. There we go. So while you're sitting in your chair at night, don't go to the cupboard. Pick up a pen and a bit of paper, and I'll show you how to do something to stop you eating. I've turned the camera around. You can just see my hands. And yeah, you have to excuse the state of my hands. And like I said, we're going to start with a pen. Now, this is just a plain old biro, Harry Potter pen. There's my notepads. Can't find my aperture bit paper. Oh yeah, no, there it is. That's that. Now, I've got a selection of pens because the reason being is just to show you that you can use any old pen. You can do any colour Sharpie you like, but you will need a Sharpie or one with a fatter edge, or this is just like a rollable. Can you see? It's just a rollable pen. Ain't spectacular. Really isn't. But you can use a biro. I've got these one. Or you can use a pencil. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you do not need to go out and buy a load of art material. This isn't about art. This is about trying to change our mindset on evening snacking. That's what this is. Now, I've got some find pens, then I can't find my felt tip pens. And if you've got some watercolour, you can use watercolour. And now you're thinking to yourself, what the heck is she going on about? What I'm going to do it on this little piece, because I don't want the video to go on for absolutely ages. Get rid of my paper. So I am going to, in fact, I'm going to use this to lean on. So I don't want it to go on my side. Now, pen, bit of paper. So now you've all got to imagine now where, in the evening, you're sitting there, rubbish on the telly. I mean, I don't watch a lot of telly, but I do just sort of gaze at it. So this is called Neurographic Drawing. Now, there are hundreds of videos on YouTube about neurographic drawing. Now, I used to do this, like I said earlier, I used to do this as a child, but not, it's quite funny, and some professor goes, oh, let's do this, and then all of a sudden it's like really popular. So I've been doing this for years. What you do, now this is my way of doing it, there are so many different ways. So basically, you're going to draw a line like this. Don't worry too much on the end result. It's enjoying the process and journey getting there. So, and all I want you to do is just, you could sit there, don't need a table, you don't need, it's just scribbles. Now I am just doing any old lines that you fancy doing. You don't have to go from one, you can go around like that. It's just scribbling. Basically, you can just do a scribble. So you could, if you wanted to, I'll show you on here. The reason why I'm doing it smaller is because they're smaller pieces. So you could just start with a scribble. There you go. Any old scribble will do. And you're thinking to yourself, what on earth are you doing, Samantha? There's a gap there, so I'm going to scribble in here. And perhaps through there. And then just join up the end. Now this one here isn't joined. So, can you see? Now you're thinking, how is that art? Well, like I say, it's not. But I'll close this up. And what you do is you round off all the sharp corners. Now you've got to remember, this is mindful drawing. Is that too far away? Do you want me to push the thing down a bit? Hold on a minute. That might be better for you. There we go. So, I'm trying to do this with a camera in front of me. So it's a bit, I'm no artist, let me tell you. So what you do is you round off the sharp corners. Now this here would be a sharp corner. So basically you go round and fill it in. Round and fill it in. Now you can see that I've made a bit of a mess there already because I'm no artist. So you just draw the line up there, fill it in, and then you fill the next sharp point in. So it all flows. This would be considered a sharp point, and fling it out that way. Can you see how we're going? Oh, now don't worry if you make a mistake like that, because all you do is fill it in and swing it out. Now, I always used to tell my kids when they used to do art at school, there's no wrong in art. I think I've said this quite a few times there was a lady called Annie Sparkles who tried to do some watercolour. And I think this would suit her greatly, to be perfectly honest. So all you do is you fill in and colour it in. I mean, how simple is this? Now, can you see how it's already changing? It's already changing shape because you're taking off and you're thinking, why on earth are you doing this, Samantha? Well, I'm doing it because I'm concentrating so much on these lines that it stops me from thinking about the cupboard. So I am no artist, like I've just said, but I guarantee you'll get hooked. So basically, can you see it's changing the way this is? If you get to a, just say, for example, you go like that. Don't worry about it, because all you have to do is just draw a line going back round like that, and you've created another line. Can't get it wrong. You cannot get it wrong. I absolutely love doing this. I can't believe it's now a thing. All those years I spent in my bedroom doing this, and actually it was going to become popular later on in life. How bizarre is that? Basically, the neurographic art is a special type of drawing. It's a technique to help to link the conscious with the subconscious by activating sort of connections to the brain cells, offering energy to our brains. This is a bit of a bad background because it smudges and it's making it going on my fingers, but I'm just quickly showing you. So whilst we're doing this, you see, brain cells are completely immersed in what we're doing, and it takes out what it is that we wanted to do. So the way I see it, it's stopping us from overeating where we don't necessarily want to eat, and I think this is a help. I really, really believe it will help you. It sort of looks a bit like a brain, don't you think? The way it's coming out. Oh, see? Look at that. Why did I do that? So I'm just going to put my own spin on that one. I really, really would love you to just give it a go. Because I know we're not really talking slimming world here, but I believe it really will help. Now look at the difference that is. I mean, I actually think that's pretty in itself, to be honest. Now, what you can do now is either, some people put colour in, which I'll show you in a minute. Some people add dimensions to it. Just a few. For example, I'll do it here. So you could go circles, for example, and colour it in. Reminds me a bit like them little art things you used to do. And then you can draw a line across the top of that, like that, and go along. It's whatever you fancy, and you can colour it in, fill it in. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. Or you can, if you think to yourself that's too big, you could draw more lines in it. Now, you can watercolour this. Probably, it'll probably be better. Probably, I don't know, but not everybody's got watercolours. You can use calming colours, you can use whatever. I'm going to use orange because it's one of my favourite colours. And basically, it's not completely dry, so it might smudge a bit. So, and then just colour it in. But these aren't proper felt tip pens, so again, they're only fine liners. But we have to make do with what we've got. And that was the idea of this video. It wasn't, I don't want you to go out and buy a load of stuff to start it. It's we go and raid the kids' pencil case. Any old scrap bit of paper will do. Go around the outside of it. It should create depth. Don't worry about that. That's not really about art today. So and then you can just colour another one in with, I don't know, whatever colour you want. Whatever colour. What should we choose now? We'll choose green. Not my favourite colour, but it's a colour nonetheless. You can stick to 2 colours. You're thinking, Samantha, that's disgusting. But like I said, doesn't matter what the end result looks like. It's the getting there that counts. So there's my finished, don't know what to call it. It reminds me of an Easter egg. It's not, I told you, it's not art, but I guarantee that it will take you quite a while even to do a small piece like this. Now, this is just done with just some fine liners and a Sharpie, or no, it wasn't a Sharpie, beg your pardon, it was a roller ball pen. So, do you know what I mean? Look, you can see the gaps in the paint. But I actually quite enjoy doing it. Those colouring books are popular for a reason, but why go and buy a colouring book for 20 quid when you can just go and do a scribble on a bit of paper and do the same thing? Now you can, you know, do different designs, you know, make it lighter on the background, more vibrant on the inside. Perhaps I could do another video when I've got better equipment. But the this basically was just to show that there is a way of keeping your mind active but calm at the same time, if you like. And just, I mean, I had a cup of coffee here and it went cold because I got engrossed in colouring this, and I totally forgot that I had the cup of coffee. So I've got to go make another one. So if you were doing this in an evening, it'll take a good couple of hours or an hour or so. Yeah, fill it in the next day. If you go as a big, massive pad, it's going to take you a bit longer to do. So my advice would be, if you've got a pad, A4 pad, put it in 4s. Just do one bit at a time. Tape it off, do one bit at a time. So I hope that's helped. And if you've enjoyed watching this is a very different video to what I'm used to doing, but I'm just experimenting with new things and ideas, and I really enjoy doing this. Perhaps I could do another one. It's just mindful, just calm, and, you know, when we have that snacking urge. So yeah, please give me a like and a subscribe if you've never seen this channel before. I would love you to comment. Do you do anything like this? You know, what could you make in an evening? Some people make cards and different things like that. Try something. As I say, I used to do that as a teenager, and I stumbled across it the other day on YouTube. So check out the other channels. They are far more better than mine, let me tell you. You know, the content is very the same. Theirs is all very, you know, it 3D and all that. This is just to show you, you do not need special equipment. You do not need to go out and buy certain papers, different things. You don't even have to have colour. You can make it black and white, colour it in with the pen that you've got. Just something. And I guarantee that once you start doing it, you'll be like, oh, well, the next one I do, I'm going to do it like this, or the next one. So anyway, I'm going now, and I shall see you next time. So good luck with your drawing.